What's going on, Tiger fans? My name is Eric Trosclair with the No. Welcome to another episode of I'm the Tigers. So, what we do here is we review LSU's last game and we preview LSU's upcoming game. So, let's talk about this big victory for the Tigers. LSU comes away with the 20-10 victory against the South Carolina Gamecocks. Garrett Nussmeier on the day, 20 for 33, 254 yards, 2 touchdowns, as well as 2 interceptions and 4 rushes for 30 yards. The leading rusher on the day, Mr. Caden Durham, 15 for 70 and 1 catch for 17 yards. Juwan Johnson, 5 rushes for 66 yards. Trey Des Green, 8 catches, 119 yards, and 1 touchdown. Kyle Parker, 5 for 75 on the day with 1 touchdown. Let's go on to the defensive side of the ball for the Tigers. A.J. Halsey, 12 total tackles. Tamarcus Cooley, 1 interception, 1 pass breakup. Mansour Delane, 5 total tackles and 1 PBU in the day. Harold Perkins Jr., 1 sack and 1 tackle for loss, 1.5 tackles for loss, And DJ Pickett, 6 total tackles as well as 1 sack on the day. And my game ball and for those of you who do not know Cajun French, my Betaille Award. Betaille is somebody who, it's like a monster, right? So my Betaille Award goes to Trey Des Green. My game ball goes to Trey Des Green. This guy, hopefully this is a sign of things to come for the Tigers and this offense just utilizing Trey Des's big body, in the red zone. I would love to see that. One-on-one, it was great pass. He goes up and get it. This guy was an excellent basketball player, right? We saw him play last year at LSU. He's just a freak athlete, so let him out-athlete the other guy that he's going up against, especially if they have the nerve to put somebody one-on-one against him. Throw it up, let this guy go get it. See ball, that's my ball. See ball, get ball. So excellent job by Trey Des Green this weekend. So let's go on to the offensive side of the ball. Let's kind of talk about that. Something the Tigers clearly need to cut down on are the turnovers, especially in the red zone. That was costly turnovers. Every turnover is costly, but especially in the red zone. I mean, you look at that and you think about it, man, you could have had, let's just say, 2 field goals and a touchdown, so that's a potentially 13 more points, you could have on the scoreboard. And this victory, instead of 20-10, all of a sudden goes 33-10, and you're feeling a little bit better, going into this Vanderbilt game. But the ball on the positive side of that, the ball does seem to be coming out with a little extra zip out of Garrett Nussmeier's arm. I do think the bye week was good for him. I think that core injury kind of healed up, which is great, especially with this gauntlet they're about to go into. I think this is pretty big for the Tiger offense. He did kind of get rolled up on. He did roll his ankle, they said, but, that's something hopefully, he was able to heal up during the week. The running game did kind of get going in this one. LSU is officially dead last after this one in rushing offense, but they did look better rushing the ball than they have in previous games. Another big thing, this offensive line. So many questions were surrounding this offensive line and continue to surround this offensive line. But they didn't give up a single sack, which is huge. That's really big, especially when you have a quarterback that's a little beat up. Not giving up a sack is big in any game, but especially when questions are surrounding you. That was pretty big, And Garrett Nussmeier, he finally showed us his legs. 4 rushes for 30 yards. That might not seem like much, but that makes that defense kind of sit back, kind of sit on their heels, makes them respect you as a quarterback, and makes them respect the running game, right? Another thing too, we talked about Trey Des Green, but Kyle Parker, man, kudos to this guy. He's stepping up in a big way right now for the Tigers. They're kind of down a few guys. Few guys that we thought would step up aren't really stepping up, and this guy is answering the call, man. So I would love to see Kyle Parker get more playing time, from here on out the rest of the season. Kudos to him. Congratulations, young man. You're putting together a solid season. On the defensive side of the ball, man, A.J. Halsey, Tamarcus Cooley, Mansour Delane. I mean, man, what more can you say about these guys? This LSU defensive backfield is something to talk about. It's full of just studs, in my opinion. A.J. Halsey's really climbing up draft boards right now. These are three guys, in my opinion, we're going to see playing on Sundays in not very long. Excuse me. Harold Perkins Jr., solid game, man. Solid game. He's putting together a solid season. But with these other guys, you don't really talk about them too much because, I mean, you don't know who to talk about because this whole defensive unit is really solid right now. Only giving up 10 points with a guy that has the potential that Lenore Sellers has is good to see. You had to have that in the back of your mind as an LSU fan. I know I sure did. What if this is the game where Lenore Sellers kind of breaks out, and they answered the call, man. They shut him down. He sure didn't look like a first-round pick, in this game, which is great. So, like I said earlier, my game ball goes to Trey'Dez Green. Congratulations, man. You are having a heck of a season. Another guy I would like to highlight on the defensive side of the ball, DJ Pickett, 6 total tackles and a sack. That's big time, man. We are sure fortunate to have gotten that big, tall 5-star. So here we go. Let's go on to the next game, right? Vanderbilt's coming to town. No, I'm sorry. LSU is going to travel to Music City, Nashville, 11 a.m. Yeesh. Those haven't been too kind to LSU, but let's see if we could do it. So LSU travels to Vanderbilt Saturday. Vanderbilt 5-1 on the season, 1-1 in SEC play. They're coming off of a bye right now. We all know it, right? We all know his name, Diego Pavia. Go, Diego, go. He's a clear leader on this team, clear leader on this offense. This Vanderbilt offense is 4th in the SEC in running offense, and they're 5th in total offense in the SEC. This is a solid group, man. So on the season, Diego Pavia is 115 for 161, 1,409 yards, 14 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and he's also the leading rusher on this team with 60 rushes, 352 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Cedric Alexander, they kind of run a little bit of a two-back system. Cedric Alexander, 50 rushes for 319 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 8 catches for 89 yards and 4 touchdowns. So Cedric can kind of do it all. You have to really, keep an eye on this guy because he could scoot, he could get out. If he gets in the open, you give him some free space, he's gonna take advantage of it. So Mac Young, 21 carries, 211 yards and 5 touchdowns on the season. The leading pass catchers on this team, tight end Eli Stowers, who LSU really did a great job against last year. He was putting together a solid season until LSU played Vanderbilt, and they really shut him down. So hopefully they could do the same thing this season. So Eli Stowers, 25 catches, 323 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Junior Sherrill, 23 catches, 274 yards, and 5 touchdowns on the season. And Trey Richardson, 20 catches, 242 yards, and 1 touchdown on the season. So this Vanderbilt offense, we all know, Diego Pavia, especially playing at home, this team's going to be fired up. This isn't, like I said last year, man, this isn't your dad. This isn't your grandpa's. Heck, this isn't even, our Vanderbilt that we remember, right? This is a solid squad they have, and they're always looking to punch up. They have that underdog mentality that they play with, and they would love nothing more but than to upset the Tigers. Now, they are a 2.5-point favorite right now. It opened up at 1.5, and it already spread to 2.5. So if you're LSU, that's kind of a little disrespectful, but hopefully that's some bulletin board material, and LSU could get kind of motivated a little more going into this one. Not that they would need any more motivation at this point of the season. So this Vanderbilt defense, C.J. Hurd is the leader in the defensive back room. 31 total tackles on the season, 1 sack and 1 interception. Miles Capers, is the leader in the defensive line room. He's an edge rusher, 4.5 sacks and 17 total tackles on the season. And Brian Longwell is the leader in the linebacker room, 26 total tackles and 1 interception on the season. Guys, this is gonna tell us a lot about where this LSU team truly is, especially with that 11 a.m. kickoff and traveling. LSU is gonna have to pack a lunch. They're gonna have to be ready to rock and roll. It's gonna be a fun one. Like I said, this is really, 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 in my opinion, gonna tell us a lot about where this LSU team stands at this point of the season. They're about to enter a gauntlet, man, and it starts on Saturday morning. So I would love to see the Tigers take care of business like they did last year. I think it's going to be a close one. I personally think LSU has the potential to lean, pull away late, but you got to cut down on the turnovers, man. You got to cut down on the turnovers. You have to take advantage of your possessions, right? Got to put points on the board, especially in the red zone. You got to get at least 3. You love to get 7, but you got to put something on the board. So this Vanderbilt defense isn't anything special, kind of middle of the road. Their rushing defense is pretty tough, but their passing defense isn't really anything special, kind of middle to the lower side on the SEC. So can LSU just make them respect the run game, come out and do like they did last week, man? Just make them respect the run game. Can Nussmeier get out in space a few times, make them sit back on their heels, and then take advantage of it, hit them over the top with a deep shot, or get a quick screen where you can get somebody out in open space, and we could see what we could do, right? Continue to utilize Trades Green in the red zone. I would love to see that. Put it up to him, let him go get the rebound. You know what I mean? Fades in the corner. Love to see it. I would love to see that again come Saturday morning. So, fun fact for this matchup, LSU and Vanderbilt, their first meeting was back in 1902. LSU was 6-1 on the season. Only loss was to the Vanderbilt Commodores. But LSU did claim a co-conference championship with Clemson. So that's our fun fact for this one. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate you guys so much. Check us out on all your favorite social platforms at Be in the Know. Thank you so much. Go Tigers. Have a great day.